Hey, thank you for asking for the download of the video about Sarah. So, Sarah is one of our amazing ladies. She has absolutely smashed it. Now, I'm going to talk you through exactly what we did with Sarah. I'm going to give you a little bit of a backstory on her, and yeah, hopefully, this inspires you and helps you. So, this is Sarah on the next slide. So before she started with us, she was 16 stone. This was her before picture, and this is now. So as you can see, huge transformation. This was a total of 9 months between. And it wasn't all dieting. There was a phase in between here and here where we actually raised calories back up, focused on getting strong and getting the metabolism in a really good place before we dieted down a little bit more for this photo shoot. But I think, as you will agree, she looks absolutely amazing. So, a little bit about Sarah. So, she's in her 40s. She's married, she's a mum of two, she works full time. She was very unhappy when she started with me. In fact, and I know she won't mind me saying this, when she had her consultation call with me, she actually got really upset and she cried on the call because she felt so shit. She felt incredibly lost. She felt like that she was too far gone, she was past it, maybe because of the menopause it was impossible. And yeah, she was just at an absolute loss, the lowest point of her life. And essentially, what did she want? Well, she wanted to lose weight and still be able to live her life. So she'd done things in the past where she'd lost weight a little bit before, but it was all super restrictive and ultimately it didn't make her happy. So she wanted this time to be able to lose the weight, feel strong, feel sexy. In her words, she just wanted to feel like her again. She was like, George, I just want to feel like me. I don't recognize myself. When I see pictures, I don't see Sarah. And yeah, what I feel is in here is not being portrayed by my external. So that was what we needed to work on. So what did we actually do? So before I go on to what we actually did, I think it's really important to cover this part. So the obstacles that we faced with Sarah was that she works full-time job. She's very busy with swimming. So swimming with her daughter, her eldest daughter is a swimmer and she swims all over the country. So as you can imagine, the swim club central, loads of events, loads of traveling. It can be very stressful, can be very long days. And that is on a frequent occurrence. Holidays. So throughout this transformation, she has had a holiday to New York with her daughter. She's been to Tenerife for a fortnight. She's been to Spain. She's been to Portugal. She's been on weekends away to London. She's been on birthday parties away for weekends, hen do's away for weekends, and she's got a very big social life. So I'll go on to that a little bit more when I cover the nutrition section. But yeah, essentially, she's had a lot of obstacles in the way. She's got ongoing injuries, including a years ago. Well, it wasn't actually that many years ago, but she had a broken neck and a torn rotator cuff as well. So there's obviously an ongoing spinal issue and an ongoing shoulder issue as well. And to be honest, again, it was just a case of self-belief. She felt so low, she couldn't see out of the box that she was in. She just felt so stuck. And although she trusted me implicitly, there was definitely still this doubt as to like, can I actually do this? Like, is this actually going to work? And when she signed up to me, she was really dubious about the whole online stuff because she was like, I just don't get it. She'd only ever had personal training before. She was like, I just don't understand it, George. And I was like, Sarah, do you trust me? She was like, I trust you. I was like, well, come on then, let's do it. And then yeah, she's never looked back since. So what did we do? Let's start with nutrition. So with nutrition, as with every single client that works with us, the nutrition is all done bespoke to the individual. So it's all done, it's not just tailored like what some coaches say. It is bespoke to you from scratch with all of the foods on it that you enjoy. Nothing's off limits. It's a case of we build a balanced diet around the foods that the client enjoys, because ultimately if you don't enjoy it, you're not going to stick at it. So that was that. We allow our clients to have what we call off-plan meals or free meals. So that was how she still managed to go out and have lunches and brunches and weekends away, etc. If she was away for a whole weekend, we just helped her to navigate that so that she could still stay on track with the results, but enjoy the weight loss. Enjoy the time away. Because ultimately, my stance on that is when you go away, you want to bloody enjoy yourself, right? You don't want to be tracking calories and all the rest of that bollocks when you're away. You want to just be having a good time. So we teach people how you can do that, and still obviously get wicked results, as you can see. So that was her nutrition standpoint. Now, obviously, with nutrition, it isn't as simple as just setting a nutrition plan and away you go. There was changes on a weekly basis to calories. There was changes to like carbs and fats ratios. So there was a lot of changes. We just monitored it each week, as we do with all clients, and we just made changes as and when we needed to. And of course, if there was anything that she was getting bored of and not enjoying and whatnot, then we just made sure we made changes to that. So then with training, so I know Sarah herself has had a lot of messages and comments in person saying, "Oh, I won't be able to do what you do because I have to live in the gym." Completely incorrect. You know, Sarah's been in the gym 3 days a week, 2 days a week, sometimes she hasn't even been able to train. So we just make sure that we do what we can. Like as I always say to all of the ladies, it's a case of controlling what you can control. So the training was obviously had to be built specifically around her injuries to make sure that it was all good. But as with any client, every single training plan is built from scratch for the individual with the gym equipment that they've got, whether that's home or whether it's in the gym. So we tailored her training plan to make it so that it was doable from an injury standpoint, but also so that it fit in with her work schedule and swim schedule, and also that she enjoyed it. Because again, same as nutrition, ultimately, if you're not enjoying it, you're not going to stick at it long enough to get results. So what do we do from a progress point of view? So from a progress point of view, we just monitored everything on a weekly basis. Where are we getting stronger? How are the injuries? How is recovery? How is stress? How is sleep? How is hunger? These things that we all go into on our weekly check-in with the clients to make sure that everyone is A, getting the results that they want, and B, is crystal clear on what is expected of them to get them from where they are to where they want to be every single week. That's something that is really, really important on a fat loss journey, because you will have a whole emotional roller coaster throughout the process, and you need somebody that gives you a crystal clear plan from A to B each week so that you know exactly what's expected and exactly what you need to do to get you where you want to be. Because if you listen to your own head, you will drive yourself crazy going round in circles. Trust me on that. So that is the most important thing. And also it's the support. So when she had a little bit of a wobble, because we all do, it's having the coach on hand there to make sure we screw your head back on and we keep you going in the right direction. So that was essentially with Sarah, the exact same as what we do with all of the clients. Now, this is just a little collage of some of the transformations. You know, we've got hundreds and hundreds of these, but essentially everybody, the protocol for clients is the same. The training, the nutrition, the supplementation, the support is unique to each and every single client. But the actual process of how we do things and how we monitor progress is the same for each client, which is why we get the results that we do. And ultimately, we know if the client isn't getting the result, it's because they're not adhering to the plan. In which case, then we need to address that and see, why is the client not adhering to the plan? What can we do to make it work? Because there's always a way to make it work. But I hope you found that really helpful. That is Sarah and her journey. She's done absolutely amazing. Just going to show you her progress pictures one more time, because I mean, wow, you know, a lot of women think that this is impossible, especially after going through the menopause as well. But yes, I think we can all agree she looks absolutely wicked. So if you found that helpful and you are ready to maybe make a change for yourself, or you'd simply like some more information, simply DM me or click the link in my bio and I will be in touch.